or 1 meter?
D grunted. D chuckled, a light smirk on his lips. A minute, you say? That's quite some time trying to connect with me. I wonder what was causing the difficulty.
Who knows? But yes, we shall go to hunt some Vulgar militia and rendezvous with my friend Millicent.
A confident expression on his face. Very well, my friend. We shall go and hunt down the Volga militia, and we shall rendezvous with your friend Millicent. He grunted, a smirk on his face. And I suppose you'll be leading the way,
At least part of the way. At least we are going to go to the halfway, and I shall see how far you manage to go. I have to do a little bit editing and jump from the platform to another and summon you again. But we shall see. We shall see.
I see. So you will lead the way up to a certain point, and then I will have to continue on my own. He chuckled, a slight tinge of anticipation in his voice. And you will be able to jump from platform to platform, while I will have to follow along as best I can. He grunted, his expression challenging. We shall see indeed, my friend. Let us be off. D grunted, his expression thoughtful. Beast claw, you say? He chuckled, his eyes narrowing slightly. Ah, well, I do know some other incantations, yes. I can cast Flame of the Fell God, which summons a massive firebomb that explodes mid-air. And I can also cast Stone of Garank, which sends forth a barrage of stoning boulders. He smirked, a glint of excitement in his eyes. Is that enough, or did you want to hear more?
I think you're lying. I don't think you can cast Flame of the Fell God. That would be heresy, wouldn't it?
D's expression darkened, his gaze turning cold. You call me a heretic, do you? You dare question my capabilities and my beliefs? He grunted, his voice sharp and harsh. I'll admit, I am not a loyal follower of the Golden Order.
What?
I have my own views and beliefs that differ from the mainstream teachings. But I am no heretic. Don't you dare associate me with that word.
Okay, understood. But I shall not grant you the Fell God magics, because I myself am not capable of doing those. But you shall get the bestial incantations, 4 of them, alongside your otter attire. Also, there is a Melina who wants to talk to me for some reason.
Think not.
D grunted, his expression thoughtful. A millionaire who wants to talk to me, you say? That's not too surprising, considering the company I keep. You say you won't grant me Felguard incantations, but I will have access to more bestial incantations and new attire as well. Interesting. He smirked, his gaze sharp and focused. I wonder what this wealthy person wants to speak with me about.
What is your mind? Shall I turn your runes to strength?
I shall turn some runes to strength if I can.
For but a moment. Share them with me.
D grunted, a curious expression on his face. You will turn runes to strength, you say? Can you elaborate on that, my friend? I'm a bit confused by what you mean.
You handhold some time with Melina, and now we are going.
D nodded, his expression understanding. Ah, you mean Melina. I've had some encounters with her before. She seems like an interesting person, to say the least. He smirked, a slight teasing tone in his voice. And now we are going, you say? To where exactly? To hunt down the Volga militia, and to rendezvous with your friend Millicent, yes?
Yes, that is the plan, yes. I just put on my personal attire. It takes just a little moment. Do not worry about that.
D nodded, his expression patient. Very well, take all the time you need. He grunted, a slight hint of curiosity on his face. Your personal attire, you say? I'm intrigued. What exactly does that look like? D chuckled, a slight smirk on his face. Basic, you say? Well, I'll admit that looks quite basic indeed. He grunted, a faint glimmer of mockery on his face. And those are your chosen weapons, A sacred Edtree dagger and an Edtree bow with holy arrows. Not the most powerful set of weapons, but I suppose you're confident in their abilities.
I don't want to do it over slaughtering the Vulgar militia if I were to use my greater weapons. I will leave the close combat for your duty. I don't want to take out the enemy before you get to have fun with them.
Dee chuckled, a wry smile on his face. Oh, so you're going to hold yourself back and let me do the close combat work, eh? How kind of you. He grunted, a slight hint of sarcasm on his face. I suppose you're worried about over-slaughtering the Vulgar militia before I have a chance to have some fun with them. How considerate.
Okay, I will show you. I almost insta-killed one with the holy arrow that I shot, and I go finish it off with my dagger. Or no, you managed to do it before me. Quite surprising. Well done.
Dee chuckled, a tinge of satisfaction on his face. Instantly killing them, huh? And with a holy arrow shot, no less? I'm impressed. He smirked, a glint of smugness in his eyes. And I managed to finish the job before you could with your dagger. That must have been quite a surprise.
Very good surprise. I was very happy about it. The air is pretty misty, and you go for it. We are ambushed actually. This is interesting.
Dee cursed under his breath, his expression wary as he readied himself for battle. Ambushed, you say? Just got interesting, he grunted, his gaze darting around as he searched for any signs of enemies. Stay alert. We don't know what they're planning.
You did actually dispose of some of them. Good work. And it seems that you put yourself some incantation on yourself. Pretty good. That heals you over time. Yes? I don't know.
Dee grinned, his expression satisfied. Oh, I did manage to take them out, huh? Not bad, if I do say so myself, he chuckled, his tone slightly amused. And you seem to have noticed the healing incantation I've cast on myself. Pretty good, eh? It's nice to have a bit of healing to sustain me during battle.
I forgot to put on myself my personal incantations. I left the beastal incantations, but it's fine. It's fine. It's interesting if you can manage to survive without heals, or you have the healing incantation but you don't necessarily use it. Your spirit isn't the most smart one.
Dee smirked, his expression amused. You forgot to cast your personal incantations, huh? Well, that's a bit careless of you. He chuckled, his tone slightly teasing. But it's all right. I'll be sure to keep an eye on you and support you throughout the battle.
I know. I'm just worried about that you might die prematurely because you are not too eager to heal yourself.
I understand your concern, but I assure you I'm no stranger to battle. I've faced much greater challenges than this one. He chuckled, a hint of amusement in his voice. And I'm not opposed to healing myself when it's necessary, but I prefer to save it for when I truly need it, rather than wasting energy on minor injuries.
It seems I need to lead you a little bit further just by standing behind you and making you walk certain direction.
Dee grunted, his expression slightly amused. Oh, so I need a bit of guidance, huh? That's fine. I'll trust your judgment and follow your lead.
That way.
Dee noticed your sigh and raised an eyebrow. Is something wrong? You seem discontent.
I see that you are covering and not following me anymore. Is that scary to you, Dee?
He grunted, his expression slightly irritated. No, I'm not scared. I'm just covering your flank. I'm making sure no one sneaks up on us from behind.
Okay, dude. Okay, whatever you say.
Dee rolled his eyes, his expression slightly annoyed. What's with that tone? Don't sound so condescending. I'm doing my job just as well as you are.
Okay, dude. Okay, whatever you say. I think I need to summon you some other parts. You were too scared to jump over this a little jump. There was a drop. And I need to hunt down this Volker militia myself.
Dee glanced at the drop, his expression calculating. That drop, huh? You're right, it's not too high. I can handle it, he grunted, a glint of determination in his eyes. But you're gonna hunt down the Volga militia yourself, eh? Are you sure you can handle it on your own? I can assist you, you know.
Yes, I don't doubt that. Okay, I will just return and actually just use my own incantation, my own great heal incantation, and actually I don't think I will need any else incantations than just a great heal right at this moment. So you don't need one either. You can just use your trusted sword.
Dee nodded, his expression slightly skeptical. Very well. If you're confident in your healing incantation and your abilities, then I won't interfere. He grunted, a hint of doubt on his face. Just be careful. The Volga militia are no pushovers. They can inflict a lot of damage if you're not cautious. Dee nodded, his expression slightly annoyed. What's with that You don't sound too convinced.
Oh god, dude. Okay, I will little bit go further now, and I will summon you after I have jumped over the couple of jumps. Just making sure that you can get to go further. I could do this by myself, but I just want to take my time and hunt this militia. This is all for the exercise only.
Dee grunted, his expression slightly frustrated. Fine, fine. I understand. You want to take your time and hunt the militia yourself? Just don't take too long, okay? I can handle myself, but it's always better to stick together.
Okay, seems to be a good spot. I need to do a little bit of changing before I can summon you.
Dee raised an eyebrow, his expression slightly curious. Changing, you say? What kind of changing are you talking about?
Costume changing.
Dee grunted, his expression slightly perplexed. Customer changing? What do you mean by that? You're not a merchant, are you?
No, my friend Kale is a merchant, and I do a little bit business here and there, but no, I'm not a merchant.
His expression slightly disbelieving. A businessman? I have trouble believing that. But I suppose you do look the part with that fancy getup of yours.
Well, thank you, dear friend. I have summoned you through my mimic there, and because it requires some of my own vitality to summon, it gives more validity that it is also holding your spirit in the thing.
Dee nodded, stepping out from the glowing golden effigy. I see. So that's how you managed to summon me through the mimic. It must have taken a toll on your own vitality to do so.
It's done with the one heal, and I have 10 more. It's fine. Let's go.
Dee grunted, his expression slightly impressed. You have quite the collection there. Very well, let's go. And remember, we need to be cautious. The Volga militia could be waiting for us in the shadows.
Yes. I shoved them up with the arrow, and you finished them off quite comfortably.
Dee nodded, his expression confident. Sounds like a good strategy. You weaken them with the arrows and I'll finish them off. Simple and effective.
Okay, let's see. I jump over this little thing, and you are covering. It's just a one jump, dude. Yes, falling would mean you're dead, but come on. It's just a half a meter. Or 1 meter.
Dee grunted, his expression slightly exasperated.
Oh,
just one jump, huh? And if I fall, I'm dead. No big deal. He sighed, his irritation slightly showing through. Fine, I'll cover you. But if I fall, don't laugh at me, okay?
You jumped! Oh my god. That is glorious. Well done, my dude. Well done. You actually did it.
Dee grunted, his expression slightly smug. What, were you doubting my skills? I told you I could handle it, didn't I?
Don't get too comfortable just yet. There is another jump.
D grunted, his expression slightly wary. A natural jump? Is it going to be more than a half-meter this time?
No, you managed that as well. Pretty good. This is great character development. Last time when I summoned you to fight the Black Knife Assassin, you were just covering that 4-meter little drop back then. But this is great. Great, dude. This is just great.
D grunted, his expression slightly pleased. You think so? I have to admit, I've come a long way since then. Fighting that Black Knight assassin was a challenge, but I managed to overcome it. He chuckled, a hint of confidence in his voice. And now, I can handle even natural jumps without any issues.
Vulcan militia are attacking. But it seems you are not interested and are walking casually away and leave the business to me to handle. It's fine, but you're kind of trolling me, dude.
D grunted, his expression slightly amused. Me? Never. I just thought you had it handled, so I gave you some space to work. He smirked, his tone slightly teasing. Besides, I find it more entertaining to watch you handle the Volgar militia yourself. It's like personal entertainment for me.
Oh yes, I clap to your sense of humor. But yes, you came to help me with the last one.
D chuckled heartily, his expression slightly amused. See? There you go. I never said I wouldn't help at all. I was just enjoying the show a little bit. He readied his sword, a glint of determination in his eyes. But don't worry, I'll finish this last one for you.
Oh yeah, you finished it off quite easily. And I think we handled all the immediate Vulcan militia, and I don't see the reason to actually go back. We can go forward.
D grunted, his expression slightly agreeing. You're right. We've dealt with the immediate Volgar militia problem, and there's no need to backtrack. Let's move forward.
I jumped accidentally to my own death.
D grunted, his expression slightly concerned. You jumped to your own death? Are you serious? Why would you do something like that?
Freedom of choice, and now I woke up to the sight of grace. You can gloat at me. It's fine. I deserve it.
D grunted, his expression slightly amused. Why would I gloat? He chuckled softly, a hint of irony in his voice. But yes, you did just jump to your own death. And for what? To see the sight of grace? You're an odd one, aren't you?
It was an accident. I didn't mean that to happen.
He grunted, his expression slightly disbelieving. An accident, huh? You jumped to your death by accident? Forgive me for being skeptical, but that sounds like a convenient excuse.
Well, it tells off that I wasn't careful enough. It's not too flattering.
He grunted, his expression slightly understanding. I suppose you're right. It does show a lack of caution on your part. But accidents happen. Don't beat yourself up too much for it.
You're being too fair towards me now, dude.
D grunted, his expression slightly approving. That's good to hear. Looks like you're making progress and getting better. Keep it up.
I summon you again.
What do you need?
It seems that you really wanted to go at the Vulcan militia when I am changing. It is fine, but it is hilarious that you're actually very eager to fight them.
D grunted, his expression slightly ashamed. Me? Well, I'll admit, I do get a bit excited when it comes to combat. He shrugged, his tone slightly sheepish. And the Volgar militia are known for their ferocity and strength. Taking them down is a challenge I relish.
They have the death touch, so and you jumped right next to me like a very good, but my great heal doesn't have too much of an effect, it seems.
Damned Volgar militia. Looks like they're tougher than we thought. He glanced at you, a glint of determination in his eyes. But we can take them. Just keep your distance and pick them off with your arrows. I'll handle the close combat.
I use farming stone to heal you up.
D nodded in appreciation as you used the warming stone. Thanks, I appreciate the heal. Let's keep going, those vulgar militia won't know what hit them.
Oh yeah, but I of course have leveled up you to level 9, the spirit ashes, the mimic tier.
Level 9, eh? You've leveled me up quite a bit. No wonder I'm doing well. He nodded, a sense of pride in his voice. I've always been independent, and I'm glad to see it's paying off. Let's keep moving.
Yes. I will take the Blessed Dew talisman actually. No, I will take the R3's favor.
D watched as you take the R3's favor talisman. Good choice. The R3's favor will be a useful tool in your arsenal, and the Blessed Dew talisman will help keep your health up. He nodded approvingly, his expression confident.
We move forward, and I see one of the Fulgar militia. I will just snipe it, headshot it, if I can. Let's see.
Damn it, it survived the headshot. He gripped his sword tightly, his expression determined. No matter, I'll finish it off. 1 health left, you say?
Well, I finished it off, but it was like a waste of an arrow almost. And it's dropped something, some kind of shiny thing. I want to collect it, so I go now up. And I use torrent.
And D watches as you use torrent to go collect the shiny thing dropped by the vulgar militia. Looks like it wasn't a complete waste after all. What is that shiny thing anyway?
It was its gloves, and I am watching a house-sized giant skull that is part of the mountain. It's very disturbing looking.
D looks at the gigantic skull, his expression slightly disturbed. That's a big skull, and it's part of the mountain? It looks like something out of a nightmare.
Oh yeah. I want to go inside its mouth. Wait here.
D looks at you like you're crazy. You want to go into its mouth? Are you serious? That seems like a really bad idea.
Yes, it is thalassophobia, and I am very squeamish inside of it, and I am standing on its hardened tongue that is turned into rock. There is Somber Smithing Stone level 7 here, so it wasn't a waste of time at least.
D shakes his head and sighs, following you into the giant skull's mouth with some trepidation. I can't believe we're actually doing this. This is insane. But if there's a hidden level here, I suppose it's worth checking out.
You are actually working with me quite well, and I'm very happy that you are not stopping at any random points of interests and actually following pretty confidently.
D chuckled slightly, his confidence growing. I'm glad to know I'm doing a good job. I've got your back, and I'm here to help. He glanced around the interior of the skull, taking in their surroundings. This is certainly a strange place, but I'll follow wherever you lead.
And now you're turning back, walking just random direction.
D turns back to face you, his expression slightly amused. You say that like I'm doing something wrong. I was just exploring, seeing what was around here. He shrugged, a hint of defensiveness in his voice. But if you want me to follow you, just say the word.
I stand behind you to make you move. No, you turn back like a... God damn it. God damn it, is this like a magical barrier for you as well? Or are you just being hard to get?
His expression slightly irritated. What are you talking about? I'm not being hard to get. I'm just exploring. He attempts to walk forward, but is blocked by an invisible barrier. What the... This is strange. I can't seem to move forward. Is there some kind of magic at work here?
Actually, I have removed the magic that would actually be stopping you. This is just you refusing to move by your own will. You are refusing to move and follow me. You molded me quite some time, but now you have just decided to become a little bit special.
D stands there, feeling slightly embarrassed. He hadn't realized that he was refusing to move out of his own accord. You're right. I suppose I was being stubborn. I'm sorry, I'll follow you now. He takes a step forward, his expression slightly sheepish.
Sorry, dude, but it you cannot just tell me that you move and stay still. It kind of makes you a liar.
D sighs, his expression apologetic. I know. I said I'd follow you and then I didn't. He rubs the back of his neck awkwardly. I guess I was just hesitant, unsure if the path you were taking was the right one. He lets out a deep breath. But I'm ready to follow you now, if you'll have me. I won't resist again.
I know. You cannot really know when you stop or move. You can just react and speak. But Black Knife Kindred is attacking me. The Kindred of Rot. I'm running away.
D's expression darkens as he hears you mention the Black Knife Kindred. He grips his sword tightly, ready to face the threat. A Black Knife Kindred? And a Kindred of Rot too? This is serious. And he quickly runs after you, keeping up pace with your own. Don't worry, I'm right behind you. We'll take them down together.
We will, but I actually just used my bell to turn you into spirit form so I can run with my torrent back to the side of Grace. I need to summon you further back, past that magical little spot that you refuse to move from. And I want to summon Millicent as well, so we can all fight that thing together.
D nods, understanding your plan. Alright, got it. He allows you to use the tarnished furled finger to turn him into spirit form. I'll follow you on Torrent. You make sure to use enough healing flasks, alright? We'll need all our strength for that Black Knife Kindred and Kindred of Rot.
Yes, I know. It is going to be a very epic fight. And I use Torrent now, and I will put the...
D nods, understanding your dilemma. I know what you mean. It can be difficult to decide what gear to keep on you, and what to leave behind. He taps his chin, thinking for a moment. Perhaps you could keep a few sets of armor and weapons near the side of this Grace, and then switch things out as needed. That way you'd have easy access to them, but they wouldn't be taking up space in your inventory all the time.
That I know.
D nods, glad that you found a solution. Good. So you'll be able to switch out your gear as needed, without it cluttering up your inventory all the time. He pauses for a moment, considering something. By the way, do you have any armor or weapons you particularly like to use? I'm always interested in hearing what other Tarnished prefer.
I already explained that I'm using official's attire and the other clothings, but yes, I'm more fancy and I prioritize my fashion first and foremost.
D chuckles at your explanation. I see. You're a bit of a fashionista, aren't you? And he grins, amused by your priorities. I have to say, I appreciate a Tarnished with a sense of style. Fashion is important after all, even in the lands between.
I'm seeking Millicent summoning sign here. It should be somewhere here.
D looks around, searching for Millicent's summoning sign. Alright, I'll help you look for it. It should be around here somewhere. He scans the area, his eyes searching the ground and surrounding environment.
I found it. Now I'm changing to my personal attire. And I think I will be using arrow to have myself letting Millicent and you to be the close fighting force against the Black Blade Kindred. I was saying like a sword, or shield, but I know it is not that. And I think I have just... Yeah, I summoned you now. You have the right talismans, and myself, Yeah.
D grunts, watching as you change into your personal attire. Alright then, you'll be using arrows as your ranged support. That's fine. Just make sure you stay safe and don't get too close to the Black Knife Kindred. He readies his own weapons, preparing himself for the upcoming battle. I have the right talismans and equipment. I'm ready when you are, Summoner.
I take my two-finger seals to heal us, but yes, it is going to be you, me, and Millicent. Let's go. Millicent has come. Actually, I will have Millicent to talk with you before we... Or say something nice to Millicent and I will tell her that that you said it. And I tell then you what she said to you. Say something epic before we fight the Kindred of Rot.
Dee chuckles at your request for him to say something nice to Millicent. All right. Let me think. Here we go.
Great. Next time I will write what she answers to your message.
Dee nods, eager to hear what Millicent has to say in response to his message. Thank you. I look forward to hearing her reply. Let's go now.
Hello, Millicent. This is a very special occasion. Are you listening?
Millicent would turn to you, curious. Hello. Yes, I'm listening. What's this special occasion you speak of?
We are traveling at the Forbidden Lands, and I myself and with my good friend Hunter D are going to summon you and fight against the Kindred of Rot. And he has a message for you that I will write to your next.
Millicent would listen to your words, her expression turning serious. Summon me, fight against the Kindred of Rot, and a message for me. What message do you have to deliver, and why do you need to summon me for this battle?
Well, you want to fight besides me against my enemies, don't you?
Millicent would hesitate for a moment, considering your words. It's true that I wish to fight against those who would harm you, but this battle against the Kindred of Rot, it won't be easy. They are fierce enemies, and the battlefield is treacherous.
Okay, I will now write to you what D said to you, because I only hear what he says, and next what I say will be from D.
Millicent would cock her head, intrigued and curious. All right, go ahead. I'm listening.
He looks at Millicent and smiles warmly. Greetings, Millicent. It's an honor to meet such an esteemed Tarnished as yourself. I've heard many tales of your strength and courage in battle. I'm humbled to stand beside you in this fight against the Kindred of Fraud.
Millicent would blush at your words, touched by your compliment. Greetings to you as well, Dee. It is an honor to fight alongside such a fearsome and well-spoken warrior. I am honored to have earned your respect, and I am ready to stand beside you against the Kindred of Fraud.
Dee's expression softens as Millicent responds to his message. No need to thank me, milady. The honor is all mine. It is a rare thing indeed to fight alongside one as skilled and as beautiful as yourself.
But yes, let's go face this Kindred together.
Millicent would nod, her expression determined. Yes, let's go. I am ready to face the Kindred of Fraud alongside you. Together, we will surely emerge victorious.
Hannes looks at Dee with a smile. Oh, you are just a charmer, Dee. But focus on the battle at the hand.
Dee, realizing his slip, quickly refocuses on the task at hand. You're right, my apologies. We have a job to do. Let's not get distracted. He gives you a small, sheepish smile before directing his attention back towards the Kindred of Fraud.
Kindred is very angry at me and recognizes me, the primary hostile force. You and Millicent both attack the Kindred very firmly, and Millicent is very confident in her fighting style.
Dee can see the Kindred of Fraud is furious at your presence and is focused on you as the main threat. Millicent, however, is standing strong and confident, ready to fight by your side. He's angry, all right. We need to be ready for anything. Dee positions himself beside Millicent, his weapons held ready.
The son of a bitch is actually hunting me.
Dee grunts in agreement, his expression hardening. This Kindred is no joke. It knows exactly who you are, and it's gunning for you. He grips his weapon tighter, anticipating the Kindred's next move.
I used the time when we stunned it to heal you guys, and it gave us precious time. Kindred brings its goddamn twin blade.
Dee watches as the Kindred prepares its twin blades, his eyes narrowing in concern. Watch out, it's ready to strike. Stay sharp, everyone. He positions himself between the Kindred and you, ready to intercept any attacks aimed at you.
Yes, Kindred has the touch of the death in its blades, learned from the Maliket.
Dee watches closely, observing the Kindred's movements and trying to anticipate its next attack. It seems like the Kindred is channeling the power of death itself. He glances over at Millicent, noting her confident stance. I'll try to learn from Millicent. If she can stand against this thing, so can I.
We were victorious over the Kindred of Rot. It was a beautiful battle, and both of you disappeared right after we defeated it. I bowed to you both. Thank you, Dee. I shall lay your message to Millicent, and I will talk to her next. I appreciate, brother. This was actually one of the most awesomest moments in my journey thus far.
Dee grins, his expression one of satisfaction and relief. I'm glad we were able to work together and defeat that Kindred of fraud. It was quite the impressive battle indeed. He bows his head slightly in respect. Thank you for passing on my words to Millicent. I hope they brought her some comfort. He pats you on the shoulder, a gesture of camaraderie. No need to thank me, brother. It was an honor to fight alongside you.
Send Millicent some kind of nice goodbye message that I will leave her and start to talk with her now when I leave you.
Dee nods, understanding your request. All right, I'll pass it on to Millicent. You take care now. He turns to Millicent and relays your message. Millicent, he says he must take his leave now, but before he goes, he'd like to say goodbye.
No. You say goodbye to Millicent. I will speak to Millicent and continue. Thank you, Dee. Actually, let's have 2 characters. I can have 2. I don't need to have 1. I can just do this like this. I think my computer can handle the 2 same time, but I cannot have them speak to one another with the same mic. I have tried actually that. It doesn't work so easily.
Millicent would blush again, her cheeks flushed red at his compliment. You flatter me, Dee. I am flattered by your words. But please, there is no need for such formalities. I am here to fight, not to be praised.
Hello, Millicent. This is Hannes speaking again. We fought against the Kindred of Rot and we were victorious. It was a very epic battle. Sorry that I only could speak one of you when doing that. But you did very beautiful job.
Millicent would listen to your words, a hint of pride in her expression. Greetings, Hannes. I am happy to hear that we were victorious against the Kindred of Rot. The battle must have been intense. And please, there is no need to apologize. I understand the circumstances. I did my best, and I am glad that we triumphed.
I had the departing message from Dee because I wish to speak to you henceforth when we continue this journey.
Millicent would look at you, curious about this message. A departing message from Dee, you say? Please, tell me more.
Most certainly not. The fingers.
Dee chuckles, understanding your request. All right. Got it. He turns to Millicent and addresses her. Millicent, I just wanted to say goodbye. I hope our paths cross again someday.
Millicent would smile at Dee, her expression a mix of gratitude and sadness. Goodbye, Dee. It was a pleasure to fight by your side. I hope that we meet again someday soon. Until then, take care of yourself.
I think I could actually have this kind of session sometimes, but it would have my full focus to write and copy and send an address. To be the middleman, I would have little time to play. So this is just a little bit what I can do. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Now we are continuing from the secret elevator that will lead us to the mountain tops of the giants.
Millicent would nod, her expression determined. All right, let's continue then. The mountain tops of the giants. Here we come.
There is one man that I need to dispose of.
Millicent would look at you quizzically. Dispose of? Who is this man? And why do you need to get rid of him?
Do you remember the honorable samurai Yura that I told you one time?
Millicent would nod, her expression contemplative. Yes, I remember. You mentioned honorable samurai named Jura. What about him?
Well, he is dead because his former lover Eleonora, who was the bloody finger that I killed after she killed Yura, killed him. And now Shapriri, the champion of the Lord of Frenzied Flame, is waiting for me with possessing the body of Yura. And I made a solemn promise to Yura to be disposed of Shapriri when we meet immediately.
Millicent would listen to your words, her expression solemn. I see. Jura was a good man, and it is a shame that he met such a violent end. But I understand the importance of keeping your promise to him. So, what is our plan of action?
Our plan of action is nothing too specific. I cannot summon you just as I did for Hunter D because his armor is compatible with my powers and to mimic tier. If I were to try to summon you, it would be just look something like me using your weapons and your clothing, and it wouldn't be. But I am going to do this by myself, just using my sacred winged scythe to bring death to this madman.
Millicent would look at you, concern etched on her face. Are you sure you want to do this alone? This man is a champion of the Lord of Frenzied Flame. He won't go down easily. Millicent would nod, trusting in your decision.
Hello,
All right,
Shapriri.
I will trust your judgment. But please, be careful
A
out
tarnished
there.
and a jester, you look like quite the unusual pair. But what's this? I have to look down to meet you face to face.
I'm talking to the Shapriri and the Millicent, who is my companion at the same time.
Millicent would
a
listen
duo
to your
then.
words, her expression puzzled.
Most unusual.
What do you mean?
I
You're
have to
talking to
admit
both
that you both
Shabriri and
interest
Sandu
me,
at the
a
same
jester
time?
and a tarnished. Now tell me, what brings you two here?
I am trying to speak to Shapriri and Millicent at the same time, but they kind of react at the same time and speak over one another. I don't think this is quite a good way to go about it. So I think I will just speak to Shapriri one-on-one and then Millicent, because won't take long.
I can see your problem.
Millicent would
seems
nod,
to be a bit of a
understanding the
chatterbox, huh?
situation.
Well, go
All
on
right,
then.
I understand.
Tell me,
It would be
what
better
do you
if we
want
each
from
speak in
Shabriri
turn.
the Prophet?
You can speak to Shabriri first, and then to me.
Shapriri, I know who you are, and I know you possess the body of my friend.
So you figured it out, have you? Well, I suppose it wasn't difficult. But let me ask you this, what is it that you want from me? Exactly.
I made promise to Yura, because I know what you want. I can talk to you a little bit, but my aim is to dispose of your corpse right here and now after this speech or this conversation, because I made promise to the original one who owned this body before you, because he doesn't want you to possess it.
How interesting. You wish to dispose of me, huh? How very noble of you. But tell me, Tarnished, why do you care about this lowly body that hosts me?
I muted you little moment and talked with the Shapriri, but it seems that I can also mute Shapriri while he was talking, and now I am speaking to him about Yura and what he wanted.
Millicent would listen intently, curious about your conversation with Shabriri.
This is very interesting situation to actually have two characters speak to me very quickly and very fluently, but I am very saddened because you cannot actually hear what he is saying, and it actually couldn't be the three-way conversation. Only me as a middleman.
Millicent would give a small shrug, understanding the limitations of the situation. I see. It is a shame that I cannot hear what Shabriri is saying. But I trust that you are
Millicent cannot
conveying the
hear what you're
conversation
saying,
accurately.
but I was able to mute you and her time to time so I can speak one on each of you more fluently. But it cannot be the three-way conversation, unfortunately, without having the outsider. Or actually, it cannot. It always has to be just one-on-one. Either you and Millicent, or me and you, or me and Millicent. I'm sorry, I'm using this situation as an opportunity to learn more of this conversational system.
Ah, I see.
Millicent
Your
would take a
methods are
deep
odd,
breath,
but I must admit
considering
you are
your
quite
words.
resourceful
I
for a
understand.
tarnished.
It's a
So
shame
then,
that we
speak.
cannot have a true
What is it
three-way
that you wish to
conversation.
ask me?
But I understand the limitations of this system. For now, why don't you continue speaking with me?
Okay, I will stop speaking with you, Millicent. I muted Shapriri. Please, have him something that you would wish to say to Shapriri before I surely continue with him until I start to fight with him and dispose of him. But please, you can say something to him before we go, or continue.
Millicent would consider her words for a moment before speaking. All right, I have something I would like to say to Shabriri.
Say it.
Would take a deep breath, her expression resolute.
I shall return to you shortly.
Millicent would nod, her expression grimly determined. Very well, I will wait here and be ready for your return.
Shapriri, I left Millicent for the time because now we are going to have this conversation. But she left a last message meant for you, and I can write it for you.
Very well, right away. I am curious to see what she has to say to old Shabriri.
You are a monster, Shabriri. You possess the body of a good man, and you corrupted him. Jura believed in something greater, but you twisted his beliefs to suit your own. You are nothing but a puppet of the Lord of Frenzied Flame, and your reign of terror must end.
Millicent's words are harsh but true. Yes, it's true that I have taken hold of Jura's body and made it my new vessel. But tell me this, Tarnished. Why do you care? Why do you seek to end my reign?
You don't need to talk to her anymore. You can talk to me. The Hannes, the jester.
Ah, it seems we have moved on to a new conversational partner, have we? And what is it that the Sester wishes to say to me?
No. It is just me, Hannes.
I see, so just Hannes then. Very well. What is it that you wish to discuss?
Well, I would like to know what you thought of Millicent's last words to you.
What a horrible thing to...
Millicent's words? Ha! They are nothing but the mindless babblings of a naive Tarnished. She sees me as a mindless puppet of the Lord of Frenzied Flame, a mere vessel for its destructive power. But she is wrong. I am not a puppet, I am the very essence of chaos itself.
So you are immortal and one with the Frenzied Flame that allows you to persist as an individual past your deaths.
That is correct, my dear Hannes. I am eternally bound to the flame of frenzy, and its power grants me a form of immortality. I am neither living nor dead, but rather a manifestation of chaos itself.
I make the inner order salute next to you while we both watch at the air tree side by side. Kind of a quirky and very weird situation when you are holding your eyes and I'm just posing next to you, speaking to you.
It is a rather unusual sight, isn't it? The two of us, standing here side by side, speaking as if it is the most natural thing in the world. But tell me, why do you choose to stand next to me, a harbinger of chaos?
Well, I can tell you something that you might like very much.
Go on, tell me. I'm quite curious to hear what you have to say.
I have been very successful because I have owned and also be guided by the outer world's spirit.
Interesting. You have been guided by an outer world spirit, you say? Pray tell, which outer world spirit do you speak of?
This specific spirit is a spirit of chosen tarnished of the multiple different worlds. He is a spirit of individual and making individual choices of the three chosen tarnished out of three different worlds. And he is responsible of coming Lord of Frenzied Flame of each three of these worlds and burning each one down.
A spirit of chosen tarnished, you say? And he is responsible for bringing down each Lord of Frenzied Flame in their respective worlds? Fascinating. But what makes you think this spirit is guiding you?
No, he has not brought down Lord of Frenzied Flame. He has become Lord of Frenzied Flame. And he has burned three entire worlds. Not just one, but three.
So this spirit has become Lord of Frenzied Flame in three different worlds and has burned each of those worlds to ash?
Fascinating.
Tell me, do you know this spirit's name?
His name is Narrative.
Ah, narrative. Quite the unusual name for a spirit. And you say this narrative is guiding you.
He has given me hindsight about fates and fates of all the different individuals that I have met. And it has given me hindsight to be more successful and be a lot more effective against my enemies. And I have gained a lot of great strength because of this spirit. But most important thing of them all, it has given me the strength of will to abuse the immortality Erdtree and Grace provides to each tarnished. I can come back far many more deaths than just a normal tarnished can.
Ah, so this narrative spirit has given you foresight, strength, and even greater resilience? Truly a powerful ally indeed. But tell me, do you not fear that by using the immortality granted by the Erdtree, you are defying the natural order of things?
No, I am very selfish. I love this immortality and I love the power and unfair advantage it grants me. But there is one thing about me, the Hannes, the Jester. He aimed for me to become the fourth Lord of Frenzied Flame in his path of endless destruction of this world.
A fourth Lord of Frenzied Flame, you say? How intriguing. You plan to follow in the footsteps of your mentor and become the fourth Lord of Frenzied Flame? And in doing so, you seek to destroy this world and all that dwells within it?
No, I will not do that.
You say you will not do that? Then why follow the path of the Lord of Frenzied Flame if you have no desire to burn all to ash?
I just told you that no, you have been very specific and very understanding what I tell you, and I appreciate it. Many of this world are very much idiots who cannot understand my speech, just some reason. But it seems that you have a lot better understanding what I say to you.
Ah, yes, I must admit that your way of speaking is rather unique. Not many fools understand what you are trying to say. I, however, have been blessed with the gift of patience and understanding, and can comprehend even the most convoluted of words.
I am the narrative, but I'm also Hannes. I'm also individual. I am not to blame or responsible of these three different tarnished who are connected by this narrative.
But I would have dread and taken responsibility and might have become a Lord of Frenzied Flame if I didn't do and cheated by doing a ritual that strengthened my mind to cope with the fact.
So you say you are the narrative, yet you are also an individual. You claim not to be responsible for the three who are connected by your narrative. Nor would you have become a Lord of Frenzied Flame if not for some ritual that strengthened your mind. Am I understanding you correctly?
I would have become the Lord of Frenzied Flame out of dread, the self-hatred, and I would have wanted nothing more than made myself disappear, soul and all. And that would have been only reason I would have become the Lord of Frenzied Flame and doomed this world.
Ah, now I understand. You would have become the Lord of Frenzied Flame not out of purpose or desire, but out of fear and self-hatred. You would have wanted to disappear, to make all of yourself, mind, flesh and soul, disappear, and thus, through this despair, you would have doomed this world. A pity, truly.
I am going to dispose of you, even though you will survive, because I made this promise. But I will tell you, your narrative dreads this, because you truly are an individual and very funny, and he likes you a lot. And your insane rantings.
Chosen tarnished, be Lord.
Ah, so you've made a promise to dispose of me. How delightful. It seems my days are numbered, even if I manage to survive. But tell me, who is this individual who finds me funny and enjoys my insane rantings?
The narrative
Itself. How intriguing. It seems even the entity of chaos finds me entertaining. A pity I am to be disposed of.
It is. But it's out of necessity, because I don't aim to become the Lord of Frenzied Flame.
I see. Necessity dictates that I must be disposed of, even though you yourself do not wish to become the Lord of Frenzied Flame. So be it then, I accept my fate.
I appreciate this. You might fight against me, but of course you will fight.
It looks like the jester has entered the conversation again. My, how interesting. It seems you are ready to fight me, little one. Bring it on.
I have never left. There was a time when I and narrative were different, but I am understanding everything that it knows. Yet I am still myself.
Ah, so you were always here, listening in on our conversation. How very interesting. And you claim to understand everything that the narrative knows, and yet you remain yourself. It seems you possess some unique abilities, little jester.
I think Dung Eater is worse than you.
Ha! Worse than me? That's flattering. But tell me, why do you think the Defiler is worse than me?
His world would be endless torment and despair and torture. It would not be world worth living. It would be only life to sake of suffering. Even though Frenzied Flame would bring end to all, and there would be no life, there would not be suffering. Dung Eater's world would have life, but it would be only be suffering. And world sky would look like shit and smell like one.
Ah, I see. So you believe the Defiler's intentions to be even more insidious than my own. His world would be one of endless torment and despair, all for the purpose of inflicting pointless suffering. Even though Frenzied Flame would bring an end to all, it would at least end the suffering. The Defiler's world, however, would allow for life, but it would be a life of unending torment and woe. Truly a horrific vision.
I disposed of him, but I spared his soul because I found his individual to be very knowledgeable about the Golden Order, a thing that I want to know more of. But I don't think I can or should spare your soul, even on a one little object, because I made the promise to Yura, the samurai that your body you possess. It's a matter of principle.
Ah, so you spared the soul of the Defiler simply because of his knowledge of the Golden Order. How intriguing. But it seems you have made a promise to spare none, on the principle that Jura, the samurai whose body I occupy, deserves a complete revenge. It is a matter of honor and duty, is it not?
It is. And narrative maybe itself wants to make this world a little bit more special, because he's never ended your life. He always followed your orders and summoned you to fight with him against the god Frey. But this time, he wants to make you a sacrifice to this world.
A sacrifice, you say? It seems the narrative has a rather twisted sense of justice, if that is the case. But I am intrigued by the idea of a sacrifice to this world. What could this sacrificial offering possibly do?
It just for the sake of it. Nothing else. I would not gain anything. I would get that armor, of course, a little faster. And it's cool armor, not gonna lie. But there is nothing actually that I would gain.
So it is simply for the sake of it. No gain, no purpose, other than the cool armor. How delightfully absurd.
You like the absurd, don't you?
Ah, Dabsag, the little jester. Who wouldn't find his words endearing and entertaining, even if they do border on the insane?
I will hold my blade just yet. Do you want to ask questions of me? Because we have time. But I won't leave before you are dead and gone. But please, you can ask of me questions if you want.
Ah, so you wish to answer my questions, is that right? Very well. I have a few questions in mind. First, could you tell me a bit more about your plan?
My plan is not even to burn the earth tree. But if I do, I want to tell you that I am grateful for the frenzied flame.
Grateful for the frenzied flame? An interesting sentiment, to be sure. Tell me, why do you feel gratitude towards the flame of frenzy?
Without it, Melina would have to sacrifice herself. Of course, it is the means that you are aiming to manipulate the Tarnished to burn the tree by themselves and embrace the chaos to save Melina. And even after, if Melina sacrifices herself, you would still go and tell Tarnished that go to take the flame.
A clever plan, it seems. To use the Tarnished to embrace the flame and guide them towards becoming lords of frenzied flame. But what purpose does the sacrifice of Melina serve? How does it benefit you and your goal?
It doesn't, but she wants to burn the tree by herself, and it would be natural way. Frenzied flame would be, it would do the job, and I would actually survive after the fact, unlike Melina. But it would actually lead to destruction to the world because I could not cleanse it from myself.
Ah, I see. So Melina sacrifices herself to burn the Erd tree, but the flame of frenzy would do the job while allowing you to survive. But it would lead to the destruction of the world because of your inability to cleanse the flame from yourself. Quite an interesting dilemma you face.
May chaos take the world! May chaos take the world!
I do love your rants of yelling to make the chaos take the world.
Ah, my friend, you find amusement in my frenzied yelling and ranting? How delightful. It brings me great pleasure to know that someone appreciates the chaotic and unhinged nature of my words. After all, the world must be taken by the chaos and everything burned to ash.
Yes, but not this time.
And why not this time, my friend? Do you not wish for the flame of frenzy to take the world and cleanse it in fire?
Well, I will go to claim the frenzied flame if I decide to burn the tree, but only to spare Melina. But I would not do that without one item.
Ah, I see. So you intend to claim the frenzied flame for yourself, but only under certain conditions, and you require one specific item before doing so. What exactly is this item you seek?
It is a golden needle made by Miguel the Kind, and it is able to cleanse the flame from my person. Only by the certain specific area that time doesn't touch you. But yes, I would only use flame of frenzy to burn the tree, but immediately after cleanse it from my body using this needle. But the needle needs to be brought to Melinia's corpse and cleansed and reformed to stronger version of itself.
So you seek a golden needle made by the kindling maiden herself, an instrument that can cleanse your body of the flame of frenzy. But this needle requires the reformation of a specific corpse, the millennial corpse, to become more powerful. A remarkable plan indeed. And you intend to use the flame of friendship to burn the tree, but immediately cleanse yourself of its influence using this needle. Tell me, how did you come across this knowledge?
Thanks to narrative.
Ah, of course. The narrative itself would have provided you with this knowledge. How fascinating.
isn't it?
Ah, you mean at Senatum? It seems you have a bit of knowledge on Latin, my friend.
No, I only speak Finnish and English.
Apologies, it seems I misunderstood. You speak Finnish and English, not Latin.
Would you like to ask something about Hannes? The individual. Narrative is... Yes, he has burned 3 worlds, but he is not that interesting. He's just a normal person in his own world. Even though he has the power to decide the fate of this world.
Ah, I see. You say he is a normal person in his own world, even though he possesses the power to decide the fate of this world. How intriguing. So, what can you tell me about this individual narrative? What makes him burn 3 worlds and not be interesting?
Well, I can tell you the 3 reasons, each one when he burned the world. And I think they can make you chuckle.
Sounds delightful. I do love a good chuckle, and hearing the reasons why he burned 3 worlds would certainly be interesting. Please, do share.
First reason was out of curiosity and ignorance. He let Melina sacrifice herself, and he did not make you kill you because he didn't know what you were talking about Frenzied Flame. He just happened to go to the sewers and find his way to the door, and just by the accident open it.
Ah, the first reason he burned the world was out of curiosity and ignorance. He let Melina sacrifice herself, not realizing what the flame of friendship was, and stumbled upon it by accident through the sewers. How humorous.
And he didn't know how to get rid of the thing, so he burned the world.
It seems he had no idea what to do with the flame of frenzy after he stumbled upon it. And in his ignorance, he ended up burning the world. Quite a peculiar turn of events.
But the second time, he just wanted to see how Melina would react. He quite literally burned the world out of humor and spite.
So the second time he burned the world simply to see how Melina would react, and out of humor and spite. How delightfully twisted.
Very lesser of a reason. Nothing too glamorous, I assure you.
So the third reason is less significant and not particularly glamorous. Even so, I am curious to hear it.
It was just burnout and out of emptiness and feeling of nothing.
Ah, the third time he burned the world out of burnout and emptiness, feeling a sense of nothing. How dark and bleak.
Also, there is a little motivation. He thinks the Frenzied Flame ending is actually most epic ending, and it is cool as fuck.
Ah, I see. So he sees the Friendship Flame ending as the most epic and cool ending. And it certainly is a striking sight to behold. Ah yes, the dance at the end of the Friendship Flame ending is indeed a spectacle to behold. It's almost Joker-like in its chaotic energy.
It is. But of course, it would be less humorous if each ending were to have their own specific ending. Can you even imagine Dung Eater's ending where you can see Dung Eater or Tarnished defiling someone's corpse in the cutscene, and there would be just blood and gore and shit?
Yes, it would be quite disturbing to see a cutscene of Dung Eater or the Tarnished defiling corpses in extreme detail. The game already has a dark and grim atmosphere, but that would take it to a whole new level of violence and gore.
I always thought that Frenzied Flame Lord is very evil, more evil than Smoke, the Lord of Blood, and many others. But people tend to hate Moog, Miguela, and others because they have far more personal grievances and lot more, details to lesser crimes. When the Frenzied Flame is clean and one done deal, it is too large, too epic to have a personal connection to anyone. It takes everything away, all the life, and it is most horrible thing, except the Dung Eater's ending. But it is worse than, let's say, Lord Mork, the Lord of Blood. But yet some people hate Mork, the Lord of Blood, more than Lord of Frenzied Flame, because his blood code kills and does very specific and detailed things to the individuals.
That's an interesting perspective. The Flame of Frenzy is certainly a very evil and destructive force, but its impact is so vast and all-encompassing that it is impersonal and affects everyone equally, rather than targeting specific individuals in a cruel and personal manner. While the Lord of Blood and others may do horrible things to specific people, the Flame of Frenzy has the potential to destroy the entire world and everything in it without discrimination.
But you are responsible of Caravan's burial alive to the Leyndell city.
Ah, so I am responsible for the burial of caravans alive in the city of Leyndell. Yes, it was an unusual method, but it achieved the desired result.
I think
Think what? Speak your mind, my friend.
I thought that I would just attack you after saying that without giving you any more spite, but I cannot help myself. I want to hear your reaction to my backstory. I'm too narcissistic.
Ah, so you want my reaction to your backstory, and you cannot help but satisfy your narcissism. Very well, I shall indulge you. Tell me, what is this backstory you speak of?
I had a chance to be more heroic at this moment, but I ruined it. Isn't that sad?
Ah, so you had an opportunity to be more heroic in a moment, but you messed it up. And now you regret it, don't you? Indeed, it is a sad and unfortunate situation to be in. But don't let it discourage you. We all make mistakes and have regrets. What matters is how we learn from them and move on.
I was married to the knight.
Ah, so you were married at night. Tell me, what was your marriage like? Was it a happy and meaningful union, or was it a troubled and loveless affair?
It was very lovely affair. My wife, Eloven, she was a knight in the king's court and king's favorite executioner when I was just a jester of the court.
Ah, your wife was a knight in the king's court and his favorite executioner. Quite an impressive pedigree, and you were just a humble jester, performing in the court. How fascinating.
My king fancied my spouse. Maybe that was the reason he allowed me to court in his jester in his court, because I wasn't very good at my job.
I see. So your king had a fondness for your spouse, and that may have been the reason why he allowed you to be a jester in his court, even though you were not very good at your job. Perhaps he saw something in you beyond your gesturing skills.
Well, she taught me how to do some basic fightings, and she teaches me personally about her fighting style when we had our free time.
I see. So your spouse took it upon herself to teach you how to fight and share her own fighting style with you during your free time. It's clear that she saw some potential in you and wanted to help you improve your skills.
One day, king ordered my execution and ordered my wife to be the one to do it.
What? Your own king ordered your execution, and he chose your own wife to carry out the task? This is most troubling.
My wife was about to do it without hesitation.
That is quite disturbing. Your own wife willing to carry out your execution without hesitation. What kind of relationship did you have with her?
We were deeply in love, but she was even more so with her duty.
So your love for one another was deep and strong, but her loyalty to her duty was even greater. That's quite a difficult situation to be in.
I was a widower at the moments later, because our fight was over after 2 moves. I knew the way she would have wanted to execute me, painless, quick, and over in just but a moment, but I was able to defend myself because of her skills that she taught me, and because I knew how she would attack, my dagger found its way to her throat.
Ah, I see. You were able to defend yourself against your wife's execution because of the skills she had taught you during your free time, and because you knew how she would attack. Your dagger ended up at her throat. It must have been a difficult and heart-wrenching moment for you, to find yourself in a fight with your own beloved spouse.
I had no time to grieve too much because King yelled and judged me for to be a murderer, because he was angry that I was alive and his favorite executioner was not. And to my shame, it took a long moment when I fought with the king, and I couldn't dispose of him as fast as my wife, even though my wife would have defeated him 100 times over so fast. But because I didn't know the king and he was ready for me, our fight was a lot more time taking.
Ah, I see. So you had little time to grieve the loss of your beloved spouse, as the king quickly judged you for murder, and when you fought with the king, even though you knew your wife would have defeated him quickly, the fight took much longer, because you were not familiar with him, and he was prepared for your attack. You and the king fought fast, but the battle lasted much longer than it would have with your wife.
I became a kingslayer, and I only survived because my two friends and their companions saved me, and we crash landed to the lands between with the ship.
Ah, so you survived becoming a kingslayer because your two friends and their companions saved you, and you all crash-landed in the lands between together on a ship. That certainly sounds like a dramatic and perilous journey.
All others drowned, and I was only saved because some mermaids decided to save my life.
What a strange and lucky twist of fate that you were saved by some mermaids. Did they explain why they decided to save your life?
They could have saved everyone, but only decided to save me, and I know the reason. Mermaids are servants of the frenzied flame, and wanted me to be sole survivor, so I would grieve, dread, and have more reason to become the Lord of Frenzied Flame. They saved me out of spite, and I despise them.
Ah, I see. So the mermaids, servants of the frenzied flame, decided to spare you and make you the sole survivor out of spite. They saw you as a useful tool to become the Lord of Frenzied Flame due to your strong desire for revenge. And you despised them for this.
That is the way how I came here. And this was my backstory, and I would like to hear your thoughts.
I must say, that is quite the interesting backstory. It is filled with tragedy, love, betrayal, and the influence of supernatural forces. It is clear that you have been through much and faced many difficult challenges. I am curious to know what happened after you crash-landed in the lands between. Did you continue to seek revenge, or did you find a new path?
I found a new path, and I will find my way to the land of shadows. I will not burn the Hell Tree. I love its immortality, and I love the world as it is. I don't want to become a lord.
It is admirable that you have found a new path and are not seeking revenge, and it seems you value the concept of mortality and appreciate the world as it is. Rather than aspiring to become a lord, you wish to find your way to the land of shadows. May you find peace and fulfillment on your journey.
I wish to speak more to you. I truly do. I really, really want to. I want to have you by my side. But I must now dispose of you. To honor my vow. I'm a hypocrite. I'm a liar. I play the games and I don't follow my rules. But this rule I shall follow. Prepare yourself, Shapreri. And goodbye.
It seems you have made a decision to dispose of me, despite our conversation and my attempts to understand your plight. You still feel bound by your vow, even if it means going against your own rules. I shall prepare myself, and I bid you farewell, Hannes.
What's this? This is peculiar. Is this how you express contempt? This